Rohit, it's not visible yet.
Let me
Yes, now we can see your
now.
screen.
Can you see? Okay, okay. Sure.
Yes,
Thank you,
Rohit, yeah,
Arshit.
it's visible.
So here,
Thank you.
okay, okay, fine. So today I'm going to show you this Apex Replay Debugger in Salesforce, how to use it and how to install and how to configure in VS Code. Okay, so it's a very most important tool under the VS Code. So we will see each and every features one by one in sequence, right? So let me introduce myself first of all. Okay, so my name is Rohit Kumar. I'm a Salesforce developer at Perficient. I'm a community speaker and I am Salesforce 4x certified and 1x Copado certified as a DevOps engineer. I'm a speaker, blogger, all about the Salesforce, and I am also YouTuber. And you can follow me on my social media handles, YouTube channel that is called Salesforcehunt, and Facebook page Salesforcehunt. And then this is all my website salesforcehunt.online, and you can follow me on LinkedIn. So let me show you the each and every term here regarding my like social media handle. So this is a LinkedIn profile. Okay, so if you follow me, so you can search like Rohit Kumar -in and then some numbers. You can see in the URL, right? And you will see about all the things regarding my profile. Then after that, you can see this is a Twitter handle. Okay, so you can follow me on the Twitter if you want to learn latest Salesforce things one by day and how to improvement and how to increase the productivity and all the things. So you can see each and every topic under my YouTube channel as well. So this is my YouTube channel, Salesforcehunt, and you can subscribe or you can like, share, and comment based on your need. And I have all lots of playlists under my that is called Salesforcehunt channel, and please support me on this channel. Okay, so this short introduction about my social media handles. Now let's get started in our point, right? So here I have some housekeeping rules, like mute your mic first of all. Keep adding question in chat window. Question will be answered in the last 10 minutes of the session. And let's get started again. Here you can see the agenda. What is the Apex Replay Debugger? We will see this, what is the Apex Replay Debugger and why we need this Apex Replay Debugger, because we already have like the developer console. So with the help of developer console or debug log, we can find out under the Salesforce, you know very well these all things. But why we need this like that is called Apex Replay Debugger here. Okay, so create a how to create a SFDC DX project. I will show you how to create that, and VS Code Marketplace. So how to find out this extension. So we will see these all things. So set up Apex Replay Debugger. So we have to configure first of all this Apex Replay Debugger. Otherwise you will not get this all answer, or we can say that benefit. Okay, so we have to write some JavaScript, and based on our JavaScript, it's a configurable file launch.json, and we will set up all the things, right? Then we have like launch configure. We will see this launch configure in this session. And 6 point, you can select set breakpoints and checkpoints. So what is the breakpoints and checkpoints? I will show you once we will learn like Apex under the VS Code. So how to do that? I will show you. Okay, then we will see like debug your code. So suppose I already write some Apex classes, maybe like 2 lines of code, 100 lines of code, or thousands lines of code, right? So how to debug? So this is the one requirement. Okay, so I will show you each and every term or each and every point sequentially, like one by one, step by step, like step over and step into. Okay, and then finally you can see the demo. So first of all, I will complete these all points in my slide, then we will see the demo one by one. So here you can see like what is Apex Replay Debugger. So Apex Replay Debugger is a free tool, okay, that grants you to debug your Apex code in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so you know very well like Visual Studio Code is an IDE. Okay, so based on this IDE we can develop anything under the Salesforce as well, another technology like Java, C#, ASP.NET, or PHP, Python, like that. Okay, so it's a free IDE provided by Microsoft. So Apex Replay Debugger is a free tool. So it's an extension under the Salesforce or under the VS Code, or based on this extension we can debug our code. Okay, so Apex Replay Debugger simulates a live debugging session. So I will show you how to live our code. with the help of Apex Replay Debugger, then we will see like using a debug log, that is a recording. So it's a record the session, maybe 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour in our Visual Studio Code. Okay, then we will see the all the interaction in a transaction. Suppose you have lots of things under the Salesforce, like we have some governor limits, like we can fetch only SQL query like this, SOSL this one, we can perform DML operation like this. So we have some limitation for each and every transaction, right? So we will see this all things under the Apex Replay Debugger. And after that, you can see like Apex Replay Debugger presents the logged information similarly to the interaction debugger, so you can debug your code. So we can see each and every point here in this demo. So here, let me click the next slide. So here you can see like create a Salesforce DX project. So you know very well how to create this Salesforce DX project. If you don't know, please watch my YouTube channel video and you can easily create this DX project, right? So here, and how to create this as SFDX project. So first of all, you have to open your VS Code. I will show you how to create these all things. So first of all, let me complete this slide, and after that we will see these all things, right? So in Visual Studio Code, click the view menu, then choose command palette. Or alternative, we can use the keyword shortcut like Control Shift V window. And if you are using like Mac, so you can use like Command Shift V and open the command palette, and then you have to find out this one, this command. Okay, that is called SFDX create project. And after that, you can see this SFDX create project. Okay, so fine, you have to click this options that is called SFDX create project, and finally you can see this LWC folder structure. So this is the LWC folder structure. So based on the structure, we can find out all the information about our component. Okay, so we will see these all component one by one. So here you can see like SFDX and config, VS Code, Force app. This is the main folder in our application, like Force-app main default, something like that. After that, you can see like manifest, and then node modules, script, all the things very most important for this project, right? So after that, these all things that is called package.json and each and everything here. This is the LWC folder structure. Most of the people know very well, I know, but if you don't know these all folder structure, please watch my YouTube channel video and you can easily get this information, right? So let me click next slide here. This is the marketplace that is called VS Code marketplace. So how to provide this environment to find out this that is called Apex Replay Debugger. And here you can see this is the provided by Salesforce, and here like 707,878 installs. So it's already installed and it's a 4-star rating here. I would say free, right? So means you can download this Apex Replay Debugger without any cost, or without no need worry about any credit card or debit card. So without these all cards, we can download this Apex Replay Debugger. And after that, you can see like install button and travel, like if you have like some troubleshooting, so you can use this travel installation. Otherwise, you can directly download this install button, right? And you can download this Apex Replay Debugger under the VS Code. We will see these all things one by one, right? So here you can see like launch configure, okay, file. So this is the configuration file. Okay, so based on this file, we can manage each and every term under the Salesforce or this VS Code Apex Replay Debugger. So here you can see that is called VS Code .vs Code. This is the one folder. Under this VS Code folder, we have 3 files. That is very most important for us. And that is, here you can see like extensions.json, launch.json, and setting.json. So this middle file that is called launch.json is a very most important for us if you are using Apex Replay Debugger. Otherwise, you can use this directly here, right? So now launch.json file, we have some structure that is called version, and we have some version that is called 0.20. This is the latest one, and we can configuration our requirement. Let's say name is Apex Replay Debugger, this one, Replay Debugger here, right? Type Apex -replay. You can put any name here because it's a free, and you can write any name from here, right? Then we have like request. So request means here you can launch your Apex Replay Debugger here, and after that you can see like log files, right? So log file is a dollar symbol, means it's a globally, you can find out this command anywhere, right? then you can see like stop on entry is a true. I will show you how to trace these things and how to stop the entry point under this session. Okay, under this file that is called launch.json. Right. So let me highlight this one here, this one, and now you can see this one like trace equal to true. Otherwise you can not trace each and every debug logs under this file, or we can say that like debug logs. So once you make it as a true, so you will be get this benefit, otherwise not. Okay, so this is the launch configure file. This is the very most important file. Otherwise you cannot work this Apex replay debugger without this file, right? So let me click the next, that is called setup Apex replay debugger. So how to set up this Apex replay debugger? So to enable login from the VS Code, to open the command palette, you know very well, Control Shift P. Once you click this one, and you can type like Control Shift P, press this command, and you will see this pop up that is called SFDX, something like that. If you want to write something like related to the SFDX, that is called Salesforce Development Experience. So here SFDX, then colon turn. So you have to write this command that is called SFDX colon turn, and you can see the turn related commands listed out here. That is called turn on Apex replay debug logs for the replay debugger, right? This is the turn off. So you have to first of all turn on this Apex replay debugger, otherwise you will not get this information or this result regarding my debug log, right? So here like SFDX colon turn on Apex debug log for replay debugger. So you have to click this one. Okay, once you install that extension, you will see this one, otherwise you will not see, right? So please keep in your mind this one. After that, you can see like set breakpoints and the checkpoints. So how to make it? So suppose that I already wrote some classes that is called Apex class, and this is the with sharing and without sharing based on your need. So you can make it your class like this. Then we have like demo class for this example here. In this demo, we have some constructor that is called demo constructor, and this constructor having one parameter that is called name. It's a string type, and just I am writing here, and I already writing here. You can see like demo constructor, then name. Once you initialize this class, this constructor, so it's a automatic printed out here that is called demo constructor here. And if you already write some name like XYZ or ABC, so it's printing like demo constructor ABC or XYZ, something like that, right? Then after that, you can select one static method. So static method is nothing but you can call this method with the help of class name, right? So this is a static method that is called demo print, and I am writing here, and I already writing here that is called system.debug, then demo print. Okay, so here you can see in the left panel. Okay, in left panel we have some red mark, red circle. So just focus on that. So this is called breakpoint. So based on this breakpoint, we can debug our code. So debugging means if you have some error in your code, and if you don't know how to debug our code, so how to fix that errors. So this is the main point of the debugging things. So first of all, you have to find out that points where you get this error, and you can point out here that is called breakpoint or checkpoint, and based on the breakpoint you can find out your error. Like this is some error here that is called some type mistake, or maybe we can say that this is the null values. Okay, so you can check line by line or step by step. I will show you how to check the line by line and all the things. So please focus on that first of all. After that, we will see all the things regarding this one. Okay, so here class, and after that here that is called debug your code. So how to debug my code? So we can debug our code with the help of that is called Apex replay debugger. So here in the left panel we have lots of that is called options. This is the files, global search, and source control, and debugger, and extension, and unit testing, these symbols. And in here you can see one of the most important part that is called this highlighted area that is called Apex replay debugger. Once you click this Apex replay debugger, you can see like run Apex logs, something like that. Okay, so how to find out these files and all things we will see in our demo session. Okay, so here you can see this is the Apex Replay Debugger symbol. Once you click this one, you can see like launch Apex, right? And under this launch Apex window, you can see like variables, local, static, global, and watch. We have lots of things. I will show you in our VS Code, so don't worry about that. And here you can see one small window that is called like this is the continue, this is the step over, step into, like that. This is the reload, and this is the stop. We will see this icon upcoming minutes. Okay, so now you can see, let's say I want to debug this class. Okay, so how to debug this class? So just you have to make it this class as a debugging purpose. So here you have to mention like breakpoints, that is called plus this red mark, red circle. So you have to click this red circle here. If you want to check this line, so you can click that line, and you will see this red circle, that is called breakpoint. Okay, and you can check each and every value here. This is our debug your code. Now it's time to do some demo. Okay, so how to make the demo, I will show you here, right? So let's get started with our demo. So let me open my VS Code, and here I have this VS Code, right? So here, just a second, guys. Yeah, so here please focus on that. Okay, so here let me show you. Okay, fine. Yeah, so first of all, you have to install that extension in my code. So how to install that, let me show you here, right? So here in this that is called here, let's say this is a menu bar, this is a main menu, and this is a sidebar, right? So under this sidebar we have lots of options. Let's say this is the explorer, search, source control, debugging, and extension, unit test, org browser, and git lens, information, org difference, and we have lots of things underneath it. Okay, so you have to click this one first of all, that is called extension. So once you click this extension, okay, this is the marketplace, or you can download from the Google as well directly. So let me show you first of all Google, and then we will see here. Okay, so let me click a new tab here, and here you have to search Apex Replay Debugger VS Code. Okay, now you can see this one, market.visualstudio.com. Once you click this one, you can see this is the Apex Replay Debugger extension here. So you can download from here. Okay, without, it's a free, you can see here, and you can learn from each and every term here. Let's say this is the overview of the Apex Replay Debugger. So you can see like documentation, bugs and feedbacks, resources. So we have some YouTube resources, so you can learn from here as well. We have like Trailhead DX 18 a session video, or Apex Replay Debugger guide, trigger context variable. You know very well if you are a developer, so you can get these all things, right? Then we have like versions history. So under the version history, so here you can see like 53.16.0 is a Wednesday, last Wednesday is updated, and now you can see like this is another version. Okay, so you can check out each and every version from here, right? Then we will see here, that is called question answer. So if you have some question answer regarding this tool or this that's called extension, so you can ask here with Microsoft team, like ask a question. Once you click this ask a question, so it's asking some credential, or maybe like git repository. So here you can see this is the open source, right? So you can ask your question. If you have some issue, so you can put out here, you can see these all things. So it's the issues. Okay, so some fixing or not fixing based on your needs, so you can do that, right? So once you have this extension, now you can see right rating and review. Okay, once you click this rating and review, so based on your review or based on your experience, you can put out here, right? Let's say this guy that is called Garjan, and here this extension is a great idea. It was so hard to read before the making a real-time debugger is a great. Okay, so let me show you each and every point here, right? So first of all, you have to install, because I already installed. So if you click this button that is called install, so it's automatic showing one pop-up that is called open this extension under the VS Code. So you can open this extension under the VS Code. So how to open this extension under the VS Code? So you can just click this install button. And now it's asking me like open this VS Code, like open Visual Studio Code. So you can open Visual Studio Code or cancel based on your need. So you can do that because I already installed this one, so I don't want to install again, right? So here under the VS Code, that is called this one, right? So under the VS Code we have this extension tab here. So you have to click this extension. Now you can see same thing under here. Let's say Apex Replay. So once you search this Apex Replay Debugger, so you can see like Apex Replay Debugger. Just you have to click this one, and after that you can see each and every related things under the this extension. So here you can see provided by Salesforce. Here you can see this is the extension for the Salesforce and Apex Replay Debugger. So you can learn from here like details, features, dependency, runtime, and I already installed. That's why you can see like uninstall button, right? You can disable your extension based on your need, right? So here we have lots of things under this extension. So we will see one by one, right? So here one thing is here you can see that is called last release. Okay, so here you can see that is called, give me a second guys. Sorry guys for the delay. And now let me start with some another advanced version. Okay, so Harshit, can you hear me first of all?
Yes, Rohit, you're audible.
Okay, fine. Because I have some network problem, maybe because some bad weather, due to some bad weather. Okay, so here
No issue, yeah, it's
this is
good.
the our okay, fine. So here you can see like Apex Replay Debugger extension. So under the Apex Replay Debugger extension, you can learn from here, right? Each and every term. So before starting this one, that is called Apex Replay Debugger extension. So you have to learn these whole things, because without knowledge you cannot do anything here, right? So here last release is a 962018. You can see each and everything about this in product, that is called this extension, right? So here let me show you another things, that is my extension related thing. So I already installed it. So how to configure that? This is my question, right? So we will configure this one with the help of launch.json. So before that, let me show you how to enable and disable this Apex Replay Debugger. So Control Shift P under the window, right? Control Shift P, you can see this one, and we have one option that is called turn on. So sfdx, you have to write sfdx, then colon, and then turn on. And in your case, first of all, it's a automatic turn off, so you have to enable this one, that is called sfdx turn on apex debug log for replay debugger. So I already enable, so let me again enable this one, and let me on this apex replay debugger first of all. So here you can see in bottom some process is going on. So after some time it's showing me like successfully opened, and after that under here you will be see some that is called Apex Replay Debugger recording, right? So we will see this one after some time. So one process is going on here. So once this process is completed, will be completed, so we'll see these all things here, right? So here let me show you again here. Yeah, some process is going on, so till then you can wait, right? And here just here you can see that some logs that is called JSON log level fatal something like that, right? So it's enable all the things first of all. That's why I'm showing this one. So we will see these all things. So here some process is going on. And yeah, so you can see finally turn on Apex debug logs for replay debugger and successfully ran. You can see. So it's a enable, and in the bottom in my this area that is called activity bar. So under the activity bar you can see like recording details log until uh, like 11:57. Okay, so it's having some time, so it's having some session. So without this session we cannot do that, these all things. So we have this session, under this session we can maintain our code, otherwise you will not get these all things, right? So we have some session here. So under this session we can do everything like debug your code, or let's say how to find out the logs, all the things, launch the logs like that. So before that let me open this org first of all, and let me show you one another things for you before starting this Apex replay debugger and all the things, right? So first of all let me open this org, and once you open this org, so here you can see my org now successfully opened. And here once you open this all, so you have to find out like developer console, right? So let me show you the developer console, how to open that. So we have under our org that is called gear icon, right? So under that gear icon we have another option that is called developer console. So just click this gear icon, and once you click this gear icon you can see like developer console. Just click this one, and let me show you how to debug our code under the developer console. And after that we will see Apex replay debugger. What is the advantages of Apex replay debugger? Because we already have this developer console, so why we are using this that is called Apex replay debugger, right? So this question everyone have in mind, right? So let me show you another things for you. Let's say under the file you can create new Apex class based on your need. So let me create another class that is called daily demo, something like that, right? So let me click on OK button. Okay, I will show you the standard thing that is called best practices under the Salesforce in upcoming session. This is maybe like oops under the Apex. So you can see this all these standard things, how to mention our class name, and why we are using public class, and why we are using these brackets, and under this bracket what is the logic behind the scene. You can see all the oops concept like polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, each and everything, right? One by one, like method overloading, method overriding, what is the virtual, and where we can virtual class, can we write our virtual class particular places like that. So we will see in upcoming session this all, right? So first of all you have to write one constructor. So constructor name should be or must be like with the help of class name. So you have to write like daily demo, and after that you can see this parenthesis means some method. So constructor is a special type of data member under the class, you know very well. So after that you can see like system.debug. Under this bug let's say daily demo constructor, right? So let me click this daily let me write this one, and let me save this. So after that we have some variable under in it that is called, let's say you have to take any variable as you want. Let's say uh, let me start with name here. Let's say string or address, something like that, like address. Okay, so I have this variable that is called string address, string type of variable. Okay, now I want to print this variable with the help of constructor. So how to do that? So you know like constructor overloading, right? So based on this constructor overloading, so let me show you here. Let's first of all you have to pass one parameter that is called string, then add means you can make it any name here because it's a variable, so variable name can be anything, right? So you can write like address, this one. So after that you have to write like this dot, and then this means current class reference. Okay, so current class reference variable. So let me show you this one that is called this one, address, this dot address, and after that you can see like address. So just copy this one and paste it here, right? Then semicolon, and now you can see we have already covered this constructor under here, and let me save it, right? And we have to create one another method, right? And we will see the logs as well. So let me create this one here, one method. So let me mention here like method, and this is the constructor. This is the good practice if you want to write everything like this is constructor. Okay, and this is the variable. So this is a single line comment, right? So variable. So here under the method, we have to define one method that is called public, or you can make it your method like static or non-static based on your need, right? So let me write like a non-static method like public void and display method, right? So under this display method, we have to write some body of this method. So how to write this body and how to print that addresses here. So you can print directly, let's say system debug. Under this debug, like let's say my address is, then colon and then plus icon, and after that you have to use this that is called addresses variable. Okay, so you can put out here and let me save this class. So before that you can see here, please focus on that, like daily demo.aspx means is the extension of the apex class, .apxc means apex class, and here you can see small asterisk sign means our class is not saved. So let me save this class. So you can save two ways. First of all, file, and here you can see like save or control S directly. So let me save this one and let's see here. So once you save this, you can not see anywhere that is called asterisk sign here, right? So how to execute this class? So you can execute your class with the help of anonymous window or any web services, or any Visual Force page, or any Aura component, or any LWC. Based on your need, you can execute this class anywhere, right? So my intention is the basic concept of this apex class, how to execute that. So basic concept is under debug, you can select open execute anonymous window. Just click this option, and after that you have to write your class that is called like daily demo. Okay, because it's a non-static method, you know very well. So non-static method, how to call that? So first of all, we have to create that instance of that class. So just let me copy this class name here and put it out here, and let me give one variable name that is called daily demo d1 equal to new daily demo. So here just focus on that. I will show you in the upcoming session what is this part here to here, and what is new, why we are using new, and what is this one, and what is this one. Each and every time we will see in upcoming session, in the oops session that is called oops under the apex, right? So here just focus on that right now and try to understand what I'm saying. Okay, so now daily demo d1 equal to new daily demo, and now once you create this instance, okay, so in computer heap, okay, so it's automatic create one memory. Let's say, let me show you here, let's say this one, suppose this is the memory space, right? So under this memory space we have one space that is called d1 here. Under d1 we don't have anything right now, which is because you know very well the behavior of the apex variable or any things by default under the apex is null, right? You know very well. So d1 is right now null. If you want to pass something under this one, so how to pass in the parameter of the constructor? So you can pass any string here. So how to pass this string here? So you have to write some address, let's say merit. Okay, so once you write like merit here, so it's a automatic relate this equal to signs here to here. Just focus on that, right? So string address, after that you can select merit because it's a string, that's why I'm taking single quote here. Just focus on that. And this merit is a automatic equal to operation and equal to relationship between these all things, this constructor 2 and this constructor, right? So this is a equal to relationship underneath. So it's a automatic find out under the that is called d1, and d1 having some value that is called merit. Okay, and how to print this merit? So let me show you. So here you can see my method that is called display. So display method is a non-static method. Okay, so how to call this method? So we can call this method with the help of instance name. Let's say d1 dot, and then we will call here that is called display here. So just here display and now semicolon. Okay, after that you can see two options here. There are so many options, but here you can see like three options right now. So like let's say open log, execute, and execute highlighted. You know very well most of the people, right? If you don't know, let me explain it. So once you click this open log, so you can see only your logs. Okay, like user defined logs. So here you can see like execute or execute highlighted. So once you click this execute, so whole code under this window, it's automatic execute. Otherwise you can execute a specific code like line of code. So if you want to execute like a specific line, so just select that line and click on this execute button. That is the meaning of execute highlighted, right? So now you have to click this execute button first of all, because I need all the codes. That's why I'm clicking on the execute button here. So you can see this is the all logs. Okay, so you can see like execution logs, right? You can see each and every logs here. Like we can perform SQL query like 100 queries at a time. Like we can number of rows we can find out like 50k, and we can SOSL we can write like 20. We have some governor limits. You can learn from here because Salesforce is very smart. That's why you can see each and everything under here, right? And now how to find out my logs? So here you can see system defined log and user defined log. But where my logs, user defined logs, so you can click on this debug option, that is called debug only. After that you can see my address is mirrored, right? So how to debug that? You can see easily here, it's a automatic showing my addresses and all the things. But how to debug my code? This is the main problem here in this developer console. So like we can say that live debugging. So based on your need, that is called live debugging. So we can perform with the help of that extension. In this scenario, in this developer console, we cannot write, or we can find out like we cannot find out like that is called live debugging things under this developer console. This is the main problem, right? So how to find out or how to perform our live debugging code here? So you can perform with the help of that extension, that is called Apex Replay Debugger. So I will show you line by line code execution, right? So here you can see this one, and also you can find out these things under Salesforce org as well, under the quick find, that is called debug logs. But you cannot see live debugging, right? So just click on this debug logs here. Okay, once you click this debugging logging, so you can enable your debug or based on your need, or you can create your logs. So here under the debug logs, we have lots of options, right? So here you can see like batch 01 LWC, something like that, or you can create your new one. So once you click this new one, we have lots of options. You can execute a specific Apex class as well, that is called triggers or user defined things. So trace entity type, you can see like automate process, means any workflow rule or any process builder or any flow you can trace under any this option, that is called automated process here. And platform integration, if you want to integrate third party system or third external system or external services, so just select this one. User defined, here you can see this is the current logged user. That's why you have to choose this one, because I am current logged user. Here you can see user, because here once you click this user profile, let's say this is the LWC batch 01, something like that, right? So don't worry about that. This is a username, and here you can see like trace entity name. So we have lots of things under the trace entity logs. So let's say if you want to find out any trace entity logs, so you can see like this is the by default, that is called LWC batch 01, right? So you can create as well here. So here we have like start time or expiration time. So we have only 24 hours time of this debugging purpose. So you can make it like this one and this one, and you can change this because we have like 4th of Feb right now, and we can make it like 24 hours like this one and save it. And this is a debug like debug log. So we have lots of level, so you can create your own level as well, like SFDC DC dev console and replay debugger. You can see all the things, and we have like workflow validation rule, call out, each and everything you can see here, right? If you don't know this thing, you can watch my video and you can see all the things, like what is visual force, like here Apex profiling and Apex code, like finest info and warning debug. You can see each and every meanings under my video, right? So don't worry about that. So you can create based on your need here debug log. But my intention is in this session how to work on the Apex Replay Debugger as a live debugging session. Okay, so how to provide this one? Let me open my VS Code and let's see. Just let me close this one because I don't need this browser window here. And here we have lots of things under the VS Code. This one. So I already installed this one, that is called Apex Replay Debugger. Now it's time to activate this. So I already activate with the help of Control-Shift-P. and now you can see my new options that is called turn on Apex debug log for replay debugger, right? So you can click on these options and you can get under the activity bar that is called recording details logs until 11:57 here, right? So and it's having some sessions, that's why. So just I already enabled this one, and now it's time to do some practically exam. Okay, so here let me close this all things here because it's unwanted things right now, and this is extension as well. And here you can see, if you don't know how to launch this launch.json, so you can find out under the explorer and here under the .vs code, and you can create your own as well, and you can create this file as a manually, or it's automatic created by this extension, so don't worry about that, right? So here you can see like launch.json file. So under this launch.json file we have lots of things, let's say version configuration, as you know very well, right? So how to use these all things, so we will see under debugging here. So let me open this demo class. I already created this demo class here, right? So in this morning, so for you, so you can see like public with sharing and class demo, and now you can see like string name. I already define a non-static variable that is called name and is a static variable here, right? That is called mirrored. Okay, so now you can see one constructor. Under this constructor we have already passed that is called string name one, and how to use this current variable. So you can use current variable with the help of this dot name equal to name one. So name one is a current parameter of this constructor, right? And after that you can see like one method that is called demo print. So how to print this all information like name and let's say addresses, so you can print with the help of this one, like system.debug name is plus symbols, and then you can concatenate your name, right? And your address is here. So this is a simple class, because my intention is totally like focus on the Apex replay debugger functionality, not like write like 100 lines of code or thousands lines of code or 2000 lines of code. Okay, this is not my intention in this session. I will show you only the basic functionality of Apex replay debugger. That's why I already created this class here, right? So just focus on the concept, so you can build your class based on your need, right? So here I already created this demo class. Now it's time to do how to execute this one. So here under my, just focus on that. This is a very most important for us, each and every developer, Salesforce developer, right? So under here like script folder, under the script folder, just you have to click this Apex and SOQL based on your need, so you can do that. So here under the script tab you can see like Apex and SOQL, so you can write your SOQL as well. I will show you this SOQL in the upcoming session, so don't worry about that, how to write our SOQL under the this option that is called SOQL. So just forget it right now. So just click this Apex right now, and here you can see by default one file that is called hello.apex. You can create any file as you want. So this project is automatic created this file for me and for you as well. So just click this one that is called hello debug, like hello.apex. So under this hello apex here, just you have to create your instance of that class that is called demo class. So how to use that class under this file? So you can create like demo d1 equal to new demo, and after that you have to pass some string parameter, because I have already mentioned here in my constructor string name one, right? That's why I already pass some name here that is called my name Rohit Bhadana here, right? And how to call this method under my file that is called demo print. So you can print this method with the help of like d1.demo print, because it's a non-static method, you know very well. So how to call non-static method? So you can create call this non-static method with the help of instance name, right? So I already created d1 instance, so that's why I am writing here that is called demo dot like d1.demo print method. So how to execute this class? So we have another option under the VS Code, right? Because it's a very smart or intelligency under this ID, because it's a number one ID in the world. Okay, after that you can see like IG, like, and you can see like there are so many ID, but this is the number one right now, right? So just click this Control Shift P, and once you click this Control Shift P, you can see like one option that is called execute anonymous Apex with editor content. Means that current file, if you have some Apex code or some that is called some Apex code under this file, so you can execute. Okay, let's say first of all, let me comment out here this all the code and let me show you how to execute right now. So first of all, you have to write like system.debug here, system.debug. Under this system.debug, you have to write like hello. If you are learning any language, so first of all you have to write, or you can see this hello word every time, right, in every programming. Let's say like C, C++, Java, .NET, PHP, Python. So this is the first program everywhere, right? You can see this whole thing. So that's why I'm writing here like system.debug, and now it's time to do like what, how to execute this code. So you can execute this code, just Control-Shift-P and click on this option that is called execute unalias apex with editor contents. So just click this one. After this one, you can see under the bottom some process is going on. Now after that, here you can see like execute unalias apex successfully ran. So how to find out this result? So you can find out under this output options. Under the output, we have lots of debug, right? But where my code and where my output, you cannot see here, right? Because it's a lots of things. So how to find out? Just you have to do what manually, or we have like some automation tool. So don't worry about that, I will show you. So here under this line that is called 40 line here, and you can select debug hello world, right? So this is the way to print your apex code under the VS code, and with the help of this anonymous window. So it's the same kind, this one. Let me show you here. I already closed, so don't worry about that. I have another, yeah, this one. So here you can see this is our developer console, and how to open the execute anonymous window. So just click this one. This is the anonymous window, right? So this is the anonymous window here. So same thing you can see under the VS code as well. That is called this anonymous window. So this is our anonymous window that is called hello.apex file under this script folder, right? So here let me show you another things. So this is the basic things, so that's why you can easily understand this one. Now after that, we have to revert our code, and once you revert this code, you can see my code here that is called demo d1 equal to new demo, and then you can pass some string under that constructor, and you can print your method that is called demo print here. So how to execute this one, I will show you here. Just Control-Shift-P, and just again you have to click this options that is called sfdx execute anonymous apex with editor. Just click this one, and once you click this one, some process is going on under the bottom and successfully run. So where my output, where you can find out where we can find out our output. So you can find out our output based on our need. Okay, so how to find out? So this is the now apex replicator in the picture right now. So just Control-Shift-P, and here another options here that is called sfdx get apex debug log. So just click this one. Okay, once you click this one, here you can see lots of things in my this current window. Okay, just you have to click latest one. Here you can see some timing here, right? So just click this one. So once you click this one, you will be see all the information regarding my debug logs. That is called one log file, that is called .log file. So if you want to see where it is, so you can find out like under the tools, okay, folder. Under tools folder, you can see like debug/logs, and you can find out your log files here, right? And after that, you can see each and every lines of code under my debug logs. Here you can see this is the debug log. And finally, how to find out my exact correct output. So you can see this is name is Rohit Bhadana and address is Merit. You can see this one. So this is the two output under my class. That's why you can see here. But how to debug this code? So you can debug with the help of Apex Replay Debugger. So just Control-Shift-P. Again, you can see another option that is called launch Apex Replay Debugger with last logs. Okay. So how to execute this one? Just click this one, and finally, okay. So to launch this one, so you can help of this option that is called, once you click this launch apex, so just click this launch apex here. Also you can see one option here, and click on this launch Apex Replay Debugger, or you can enable that things here first of all. So here he says unlink or unallocated resource busy. Okay. Okay. So and let's see. Let me save this file and let me click on this here and click on this Apex Replay Debugger. You can configure and you can write down here as well. So it's a busy. Let me click. Okay. It's causing some error for me right now. Okay. So here VS Code. Just click this one. And now finally you can see my debug, right? So how to debug this code? So you can debug your code with the help of this debugger symbols here, right? So after that, here you will see all the things. Let me show you all the things one by one. So it's taking some time because first time is loading right now because it's a new debugger log session. So let me create this one. So I will show you here. Okay, so just a second. So it's taking some time because I have lots of actions and all the configuration. So it's taking some time for the loading. So wait for few seconds and we will see these all here. Okay. So here you can see I successfully logged in and loaded this thing. Now it's time to do what? How to log in again. So how to turn on replay debugger, Apex replay debugger. So Control Shift P. So just click this Control Shift P here, and you can see like turn on Apex Replay Debugger again. So just click this one that is called Apex Replay Debugger. So it's taking some time to enabling all the things because we have lots of finesse and info log levels. So that's why. So just here some process is going on under the bottom, right? Then we will each and everything here. For now, you can see debugging process is going on, and finally we will see successfully logged in or not. Okay, so now you can see successfully replay debugger. So it's having some time, that is called in bottom activity vr. You can see like 12:24, right? So let's say how to execute this code first of all. So again you have to Control Shift P and click on this execute on Unix editor. So just click this one. Here you can see this is automatic execute. Now it's time to do what? Launch Apex Replay Debugger last file. Okay, so it's taking, okay, maybe some db problem is there. Let me close that db here. We have some db, this one, right? So just click this one and move to recycle b, delete permanently. Okay, okay, fine, cancel. We have logs. I will show you the logs here. So that's why it's showing some error, don't worry. So here under this area, that is called this folder, and this is the logs, our generated logs. Okay, it's the automatic generate this file. So how to find out this file? So you have to click this file here, right? And you have to click single click on this file and you can find out your logs as well here, right? But how to download and how to see this file? So you can see this file, just right click and reveal in file explorer. So just click this one and let's see your logs here. Currently logs here, you can see each and every. See, this is the thing that is going to APM and all the things. You can see each we have this value, and we have some, have this is my name, like name is Rohit Bhadana and address is Rohit Kumar. Okay, so how to debug this log files? So you can delete first of all because we have some error here. So let me delete these logs and we can generate our Just click this one, and again you have to click Control Shift P and execute on in your editor, this one, right? So once you click this one here, so you can successfully run, right? And let me find out the launch Apex Replay Debugger and get the Apex logs here. So let me click this get Apex logs here. Okay, you can see this is the latest one, right? Just click this one, and here you can see the logs, right? So you can see under the tools debug logs files, you can generate it, your file. So how to launch our reflex? So under the Apex bottom, you can see like activity bar. Under the activity bar, we have launch Apex Replay Debug. So just click this one. Okay, so here it's asking like launch Apex Replay Debug. So just click this one, and here you can see some error logged unlinked. So it's showing some error due to some db schema under my this that is called apex.db. So we will see these all things how to fix that. So after I will show you this how to use this Apex Replay Debugger. Once you click this option that is called Control Shift P, and we have like launch Apex Replay Debugger with the last log. Okay, or we have like let's say we have this one that's called Apex Replay Debugger log, last log, or this one. Turn on Apex Replay Debugger, we already launched, and this is a current file. So just click this current file here. Okay, launch Apex Replay Debugger with current file. So it's a busy showing here. Once you click that file, so it's a automatic launch one Apex Replay Debugger here in this section that is called this Apex Replay Debugger icon under this sidebar. So once you click this one, so you can see each and everything line by line based on your code. So I already mentioned here some breakpoints. So let me show you my slide, and you can easily understand what I'm saying. So just click here, and now you can see, right? So here, let me show you. Yeah. So I already mentioned in this slide because it's my slide. So that's why you can see. So I already mentioned some breakpoints here, like line number 3 and 7. Once you click that option that is called launch Apex Replay Debugger, so it's automatic launch your log files. Okay, and automatic launch your file, and you can see this all the information about this window that is called variable local this and something like that. So how you will be see this option that is called this is the continue, step over, step into, and here you can see stop and reload. Okay, so once you click this one that is called step into, so automatic one that is called line of code, or we can say that debugger things, is automatic comes under this breakpoint. You can see this is a yellow thing, it's automatic comes here, and that automatic your line is highlighted and print out the name value under here under the variable. So under the variable you can see like local this, and then you can see like name, so you can see the name value here. So I already passed some Rohit value, so that's why you can see under the name Rohit. In your case you can pass anything, so you can see your value here, right? After that you can see this another breakpoint. So once you click this icon that is called this one, once you click this one, so it's automatic comes this breakpoint into this line that is called line number 8, and now it's a printing like demo printing. So this is the way to work on the Apex Replay Debugger. Okay, so you can try yourself because it's a very most important for us, because due to some reason my Apex Replay Debugger not working right now, because in morning it's working, it was working, but right now maybe some causing some error due to some reason. So you can try yourself like this. This is the overview. Here you can see this is the way to execute your code and debug your code. You can see each and every options here. That's why. So this is the all about under the Apex Replay Debugger. So Harshit, over. Stop the sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rohit, for the awesome session. And there is a doubt in the chat by Namrata. Like, as a system admin, even if I not set a debug log, still I can see debug logs in developer console. Why so? So Rohit, if you can please take this question.
Okay, so let me explain, like as a system admin, even if I not set debug log, still I can see the debug logs in dev console. Why so? Okay, so yeah, you can see under the developer console, you can see each and every logs, but you cannot see these debug logs under the Salesforce Salesforce org. Why? Because if you are using any developer console, so Salesforce automatic enable that functionality that is called debug logs, right? So it's a automatic find out all the logs under the log section. You can see like logs, then view state, query editor options. So under this log section, you can see easy these enabling the debug log under the Salesforce org. So is it your question? Is it your answer, or it is? Did you get my point? So I hope you got the answer.
Okay, so thank you so much, Rohit, for answering the question. And participants, I am posting the Kahoot pin. So would request you all to join the Kahoot quiz. And in the meantime, if someone has any doubt related to the session or anything they want to know, please feel free to ping in the chat to the Rohit. Yeah. Also, I can share
Yes,
my
definitely.
screen.
Yeah, definitely. You can
Yeah.
ask me any question regarding this session. I will answer all the questions. Okay, you can follow me my social media handle. I will share all the links here. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rohit. So we can wait for a couple of more seconds as we have around 20 participants in the quiz.
So guys, I request to you all, I didn't get anything from your side, so you can subscribe my channel. That is my main thing. Okay, so I already shared some links under this chat window, and you can click on that link and you can subscribe, like, share, and you can watch the most important playlist under my channel, that is called Salesforce deployment. Okay, so how to deploy metadata one org to another org, and how many ways to deploy our metadata. So you can see each and everything. So this is the main concept under my channel. Okay, so you can subscribe. I request you all, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for the knowledge sharing. And yeah, please, if you want to know more about the concepts, please do check out the content posted by Rohit, and do share the words in the community as well and encourage Rohit. So on this note, I'm just starting with the quiz and I'm locking the game. Okay, so where we can download Apex Replay Debugger. Okay, so the right answer was Marketplace. Let's move to the next session. Okay, so the next question is, what is the extension name of debug log file? Okay, so the right answer was .log, and let's see the leaderboard. Okay, no change in the leaderboard. Moving to the next question, where we can find out the log file under VS Code. And the correct answer is tools/debug. No change in the leaderboard yet. And let's move to the next question. Can we download log files in our local directories? Yes or no? So the correct answer was yes. Let's check the leaderboard again. Okay, no change. Tough fight between Aman and Ganindra Kumar. So the last question for the day: on which file we have to configure for Apex Replay Debugger? So this can be a deciding moment, like who is the winner of the quiz. So correct answer was launch.json, and let's see the podium how it is being placed. On third place it's Nitesh. Congratulations. Sorry, on the fifth place it's Nitesh, and okay, on the second place it's Ganindra Kumar, and on the first place it's Aman. So congratulations, Aman, and thank you all for participating. Aman, I would request you to please share your email ID in the chat box so that we can share it with the team in the community and they can provide you the certification voucher.